Previously on Billy G Saves the Wild.
Our first, Rochette, our good goalie, an elite low, and our first for next year for a franchise medium center, sniper, and a shitty center. No. Ramjack Singh for a second round, and this guy. See if it goes through. Okay, there we go. Elite low, 64 overall, sniper. Elite medium goalie. We're going to have to name a captain. Dumba has been released. Yes. Hedlund. It's a good third line guy. Yes. I'm extremely happy to accept your offer. Seth Jones.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Virgie? That. This is about winning.
All right, welcome back to Billy G Saves the Wild. It's been a minute since I've played because, if you can't tell by the new setup, I have moved since the last video. But we need to finish what we've started. It is year 10. It is the 2030 season. We are 10 years into this franchise mode. So if you have been watching all 10 seasons, shout out to you. We went 3 in a row of winning the cup. Now we've gone 3 in a row not winning the cup. So if we lose one, if we don't win the cup this year, it's over. The series is over if we do not win the cup this year. NHL 23 comes out in the middle of October. I want to say like the 14th or something like that. And that's not too far away. So we need to end this series at some point. Hopefully I'll have a PS5 by then. And we'll get to start a NHL 23 franchise mode. But in the meantime, we need to finish this one. We need to go 3 for 3. Or if we lose, we're done. Okay? So, 2020... No, not even 2020. 2030 season. Here's what we're going with. Show you some lines before we start simulating. The first line is Kaprizov, Perfetti, Irons to start. Second line is Boldy, Rochette, Tippett to start. Third line is Madsen, Eklund, and Nakamura. And then fourth line, we got Sapolitiv, Tulola, and Mantha to round it out. All right. Defensively, we got Smithson, Kernack at that +2, still on that first pair. We got Lambos and Seth Jones. Seth Jones is the new acquire this season. He's kind of taking the Morgan Riley spot this year. And then we have Naitsev. I don't know if I'm saying this guy's name right, but I think it's Naitsev. And then Addison on that third pair. And then for goalies, we still got Wallstead and Skinner. So this is the plan for these centers. So we normally sim 10 games at a time. So I'm going to sim 10 games like with the lines like this. And then I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to give each guy a chance at first line minutes. I'm going to do Rochette like that for the second 20 games. So every 10 games, we're going to rotate a little bit. So we'd go Perfetti first 10 games. We're going to go Rochette the second 10 games. And then next 10 games, we're going to go Eklund. And Perfetti would be on the second. This is probably the best line combination. We do get a +5 on that first line, but I'm not going to just put a +5 together just because it's a +5 anymore, because I've kind of learned throughout this 10 seasons that a +5 still can play bad and underplay, I guess, compared to just having a good line. +3. Honestly, we've been having probably better luck with +3s than we have with +5s in this Billy G Saves the Wild series. So that is the plan for the centers. The 1 weak spot I think we have in this lineup is our third line left wing with Madsen at an 80 overall. We do have Beckman at an 81 that we could put in there. He doesn't get a +1. But we could do Beckman. I kind of want to shuffle Beckman in every once in a while for Madsen. So I haven't really decided if I want to switch them out every 10 games because Madsen's still only 24 years old. He has a top 6. And he had a bit of a down year, but his first year he had 54 points, which is really good for a third line guy. So I think if we can get Madsen going a little bit with this better third line with Hedlund and Nakamura, hopefully Madsen can bump up from an 80. But if we don't win a cup this year, we're done. So I don't really have time to sit around and wait for Madsen to develop. So Madsen could be moved maybe at the trade deadline. Just looking forward, we will stop about a little bit before the trade deadline this video. So for the power play, so Perfetti is our first line center. Rachet is our second line center. And Hedlund is our third line center. It's kind of, see how it's like Perfetti, Rachet, and then Hedlund all kind of up this lineup. So when we shuffle, I will move Perfetti down to the second power play. And Hedlund will move to center, and Perfetti will play defenseman on the power play. And then when it's Eklund's turn to be on the first line, we'll do that. All right. So everybody's going to get a chance on the first unit power play as well. And I think by the time that we hit the trade deadline, I believe it'll be 60 games we normally stop at before the trade deadline. So each player should get 20 games at the first unit power play and first line. So they all three of those guys should have around the same amount of ice time at the trade deadline. And from there, I think we'll make a decision of who we're just going to stick with on that first line and second line and third line and so on. So that's the plan for the 3 centers. Other than that, I guess the third line left wing, we can shuffle Madsen and Beckman in and out of. But other than that, I like the lineup. I like our fourth line. They're pretty decent. 2 82s and an 80 isn't bad for a fourth line. We'll see how Addison does. He normally doesn't play very well. So he's a good AHL player. He's not a great NHL player, which kind of sucks. But he hasn't played big minutes in the NHL, I guess. I don't know. He's cheap, so it's kind of nitpicking for me to say I don't like our defenseman just because Addison, because he's only on the third pair. Other than that, I do like our top 4. Kernak is down a little bit in overall, but he was a little bit down last year too, and he still put up good plus minus with a plus 35. So yeah, that first pair with Smithson and Kernak, 2 defensive defensemen, get a pretty good plus minus. So I like that pair. And then I guess we'll go through the rest. 4-man, we are going to do so. Same thing with shuffling. So we're going to do Perfetti, Rachet, Hedlund, and then we'll just shuffle them up every 10 games. Boom, boom, boom. We're not having a defenseman on this first 4-man power play, but then we have Seth Jones on the second. Penalty kill, we're going like this. Get some fourth line guys some minutes. Madsen gets in there on the second penalty kill. 3-man, we're going like that. I think I might just leave. Who should we have on this penalty kill? Perfetti, maybe? He has the best face-off. He has a 93 face-off. His defensive awareness isn't great, but he has a really good face-off. So that we'll do Perfetti just so we get some. Ooh, he gets a -1. Whatever. We'll keep it. Perfetti on the second unit, 4-man and 3-man penalty kill. Just to win some draws. Damn, -2. Okay, maybe not him. What's Rachet get? -2. Eklund gets an even. Okay, maybe we should go Eklund. Eklund has a decent face-off. We'll go Eklund on the 3-man, Perfetti on the 4-man. I don't mind a -1 on the second unit penalty kill. All right. Extras, 4-on-4. I think I'm just going to leave the extras because I don't want to mess with a bunch of lines at every 10 games. Unless there's an injury, obviously. But for extras, we're just going to try keep it like this. It's basically our first line with Seth Jones, who's kind of our number one offensive defenseman. He's not an offensive defenseman, but offensive stats defenseman. 88 offensive awareness, so that's decent. And then we got our second line with Lambos, who's kind of our second pick for an offensive defenseman, even though he doesn't put up a lot of points. And then we got our third line with Smithson to round out the 4-on-4s. 3-on-3s, we got Perfetti, Irons, Jones. Boldy should not be center. So we got Perfetti, Irons, Jones. Rachet, Lambos, Kaprizov, Eklund, Smithson, Boldy. Do I take Smithson out and just have an all-forward 3-on-3? Do we put, like, Tippett like that? I kind of want to do that because we don't want a defensive defenseman on 3-on-3, so we're just going to go like that. That's fine. Extras, we got Irons and Boldy. Shootout, we're going Rachet, Irons, Kaprizov, Perfetti, Boldy. All right. And then goalies, we got Wallstedt and Skinner. All right. That is how we're doing it. That is the squad. We'll see what we can do here in the regular season. Make sure my settings are right here for the regular season. Injury return, we're just going to go fully healed. Auto rotate goalies on. All right, there we go. All right, anything else that I need to do? Oh, I kind of did want to sign at least one more AHL defenseman, so let's do that. We have 48 contracts, so let's sign, sure, this dude. 1-year deal, 8.5. And that guy looks fine, and this guy. 1 year, 8.5. To round out the AHL. Another thing we could do, since if we lose, we're done, is trade some prospects and trade our first round pick just to kind of stack. We'll see how the season goes before I do that, though. Because peace of mind, even though it's a video game, I would love to be able to say, we We won 3 Stanley Cups or more, and we didn't give up the future as for like picks and prospects. I don't know if that's kind of dumb to think about because it's a video game and who really cares. But I would love to kind of humble brag that I didn't fuck up the future of the franchise and sell all of our future for Stanley Cups. Because that's one thing we really haven't done is trade picks and prospects. And I'm proud of that. And we have a good team. We'll see. We'll see how the season goes. We'll see what we're looking like at the trade deadline or maybe before if it's going bad. But anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Let's sim. All right, let's sim a week, see if these guys sign. All right, he signs and he signs. So let's go. Best lines for the AHL. All right, AHL. Head coach preferred lines. There we go. Iowa has a pretty good team here. It's because I signed a bunch of cheap guys in free agency this year. Like Max Jones, and Kempe, and Dvorak. All right. Let's start simming. 10 games, and then we'll switch up our lines. Oh, wait. We have a big decision to make before this. We need to name a new captain since Matt Dumba is not on our team. So right now it's Lambos. Tippett has an A. Irons has an A. Lambos was an assistant captain. Who should we give the captaincy to? Can we look at morale? Lambos is a leader. Tyler Madden is a presence. Okay. Where's Irons from? He's from Canada. Kaprizov is Russian, but he's been a big part of this team. Do you give the captaincy to a guy that doesn't speak very good English, as I fuck up my English? Or do we give it to, like, Tippett's been on the team for a while, Boldy's been on the team for a while, Perfetti. There's a bunch of guys we could give it to. Who is under contract for the longest right now? So Irons is our best player at 90 overall. Ooh. Okay. Irons is, I think, or Madsen, but we're not giving it to Madsen. We can't take the A away from Lambos because he is a leader. Or do we just give him the captain? Tippett doesn't need an A. Irons could have an A. I kind of want to give it to Kaprizov, and I kind of want to give it to Boldy. So let's give Kaprizov an A, and let's give Boldy an A, and keep Lambos as our captain. But Perfetti, I wish there's definitely more guys that could deserve it. Perfetti could be a guy with an A. He could be a C. But Kaprizov and Boldy have been on this team for a long time. Lambos has been on this team for a long time. So is Perfetti. If I could give a third A, I'd probably give it to Perfetti. And Irons is obviously our best player, but I like that. Give an A to Kaprizov and Boldy, and Lambos is our leader. So Lambos gets the captaincy here in the 2030 season. Let's sim preseason. Colorado, 4-1 win. Kernak is fully healed. Continue. It always does a weird injury thing in the preseason. 8-0 win, 5-1 win, 6-2 win. We're playing everyone's seconds. 4-3 loss. 3-2 shootout win. 3-0 win. All right, so good preseason. We had our full lineup in every single game. But here we go. Regular season. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to say, let's do 9, if I counted wrong. All right, first game is against Philly. Away. We got an away road trip right away. 3-1 win. There we go. Good win. 6-2 win. 4-3 loss against Tampa. 4-3 win against the Capitals. 2-0 win against the Sharks. Owen Tippett, I want to speak about my ice time concerns. 1556 isn't enough. Yeah, right, dude. Disagree. I hope things like this kind of get ironed out. I guess the buggy stuff when they keep asking. Okay, Perfetti has been injured with a bruised arm. Here we go. It's starting. How long's that going to be? So we're going to have to bump up these moves right away. So who do we have on the bench? Madden. He likes the third and fourth line. So that's a good pickup there. Or do we bump up to Lola? I think we might do that. Reward to Lola with some playing time. There we go. All right, so hopefully Perfetti isn't out for long. So Madden will be out. Rachette will be bumped up. Eklund. And then we should do... Let's do Madsen. Give him some power play time. There we go. 4-man Rachette. Take. Let's just do Madden out for Nakamura. Nakamura's only an 81 now. The hell. Lola Madden can be on that penalty kill. There we go, that's fine. Extras. Rachette. Do to Lola. I can't wait to have a PS5 and have these transitions between lines just buttery smooth. Madden out. To Lola. Boldy bumped up. Put Tippett in. Go. All right. So hopefully Perfetti's not out very long. 5-2 win against the Devils. 4-2 win against the LA Kings. 5-2 win against the Lightning. Hope Perfetti is fully healed. Okay, there we go. We'll get the lines back to how we were and finish this 10 games. I guess if there's an injury, we're just going to have to keep on rolling them every 10. It'll be the second line center on the power play. Madsen will come out for Perfetti. I think that's how we had it. We didn't have a defenseman on the 4-man power play. Yeah. Penalty kill. It's good. Good. And Perfetti back in. All right. That should be good. 7-1 to start off. 7-2, 6-2 loss against the Coyotes. So that's 9. So sim one more game. Oilers away. 5-2 win. 8-2 to start. That's what I like to see. Oh my God, we're not even in first in our division. The Avalanche are 9-2. We're 8-2. Blackhawks are 6-2 and 2. Tippett with 13 points. Good start. Even though we have a good start, I'm still going to change those lines. All right. So goals for 3.9, which is good. Goals against 2.4, which is pretty good. Our power play 31.3%. That's good. Penalty kill 87.9, which is fine. Home 3-0, away 5-2. We've had a lot of away games. All right, so that's good. Power play is looking good. Tippett with 13 points. Kaprizov with 12. Rachet with 12. Irons with 11. Boldy with 11. Eklund with 10. Look at all those guys, point per game. Nakamura with 5. Tulola with 4. Lambos with 3. Seth Jones with 3 assists. We go all the way to the bottom. Naitsev, no points. Madden, no points. Addison with 1. Mantha with 1. He's hardly getting any playing time. Kernak, 2 points. All right. Not much I need to change, but I'm going to change those lines just so we get a better idea of who should be on what line. Because I don't really know how Eklund's going to sim. I have a pretty good idea how Rachet will sim. Because he did play on our team last year. So that's how we're going to go. Perfetti drops down to the 3rd. Rachet bumps up to the 1st. And Eklund moves to the 2nd. And then our power play, we're going to do Rachet centering. And then I guess we can keep Perfetti. Actually, let's just give everyone an equal chance. All right. Another 10 games. We're 8-2. Good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Anaheim. 4-2 win. Blues. 2-0 win. Pittsburgh Penguins 5-0 win. 2 shutouts in a row. We're starting off very hot. Damn it, 2-1 loss. We'll see if the Panthers are pretty good. 4-3 shootout win against Nashville. Winnipeg 2-0 win. A lot of shutouts right here. 3-2 loss against Vegas. 6-0 win against Dallas. Don't know what happened that game. Owen Tippett has been injured with an injured knee. So we will go. Let's just put good opportunity to get Beckman in. We'll just substitute him in all lines. So he gets a little bit more playing time than a third line guy. Get Beckman in. All these spots. Just to make it easy on myself. Don't have to do a bunch of changes. I can't be on Beantown right now, H. I gotta play this. Gotta finish. All right. 5-2 loss. 1-0 win against Chicago. So we are 15-5. Arizona's 16-6. Played a couple more games than us. All right. Goals for 3.35, which is a little bit down, but still good. Goals against is under 2 at 1.95, which is really good. So we're not getting scored on, which is a little something different. Normally we're outscoring our problem. Penalty kill cooled off a little bit, 23.1%. Penalty kill stayed about the same, 87. And 7-3 in that 10 games. Irons with 23. Kaprizov with 23. Rachet with 23. So he has 1 goal, 22 assists. He is feeding Kaprizov and Irons. So that could be a good first line guy right there. So we'll see how the rest shakes out here. Tippett with 21. Boldy with 20. Eklund with 14. Perfetti with 11. Nakamura with 8. Madsen 7. On and on. This guy still doesn't have a point. How is our goalies doing? They're not giving up goals, so that's pretty damn good. 16 games for Wallstedt, 13 wins, 3 losses, 5 shutouts already this season. Save percentage of .94, which is really good. Goals against 1.77, which is really good. 5 shutouts already. Woo! Team's playing good. But we are going to change the lines again. Even though Rachet played really well on the first line, we are going to bump up Eklund. Bump up Perfetti. So that is the best scheme fit that we have. Special teams will go Eklund on the first. Perfetti centering the second with Rachet playing defense. 4-man power play. Doesn't happen much, but I'm still going to change. Shit, did I forget to change it? So, who would be like that? Yeah. Forgot to change the 4-man. That's fine. Not a huge deal. All right, we're 15-5. Let's keep on going, baby. Hopefully Tippett is back after this somewhere in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have bad internet. I'll be laggy as hell.
Good.
That's how you do that, baby. Seth Jones has been injured. Our best defenseman. Probably. Injured knee. Okay. Addison. Let's just see. So our defenseman is Racken. -3. Okay. We'll have to go like that. We'll put Addison on the power play. Racken can be on the penalty kill. I don't mind that. 4-on-4. Give Addison a chance. 3-on-3. Give Addison a chance. What's he at? 2 assists. He's a +1. Not playing a whole lot for a defenseman. All right, 3-1 win. Multiple players are now eligible to be dressed. Does that mean they're fully healed? So, Beckman out. How'd Beckman do? 1 game, 2 assists. Tippett, are you fully healed? He is. Nakamura, 3 goals, 5 assists, plus 2. Madsen, 2 goals, 5 assists, plus 9. Mantha, 2 assists, plus 1. Should we get Beckman in just this spot? Might as well. Get him some more games. 4th line. So does that mean that Seth Jones is ready to come back? Okay, he's still injured, so we're gonna keep him out for now. All right. So we'll sim a couple more games. Seth Jones should be back. 4-3 win against Chicago. There we go. Seth Jones is back. Addison down. Rackin out for Seth Jones. Couple injuries here right at the beginning of the season. So Addison out for Seth Jones. Addison out for Seth Jones. Penalty kill. Looks good. Looks good. Addison out on the 4-on-4. Addison out. It should be good. Shootout's good. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. LA. 4-3 win. 18-6. Wait, we're not done. 6-5 loss. 4-3 win. The Philadelphia Flyers have fired their head coach, Mario Dennis. 2-1 shootout win against the Jets. Another Jets. 5-1 win. Iowa injury. We'll do best lines. 7-2 loss against the Colorado Avalanche. 4-3 win against Nashville. 5-2 win against Arizona. So we are 23-7, which is pretty good. We'll see what the division looks like. We have a pretty good division this year. Look at that. Arizona still 2 games. Played 2 more games than us. Have won 2 more games than us. Goals for 3.47, which is fine. Goals against 2.3, which is pretty good. Power play 21.9, so it's kind of staying just above 20. Penalty kill went down a little bit, 83.4. Last 10, we're at 8-2. So we've been having good play here so far. Kaprizov leading the team with 34 points. Irons with 33. Boldy with 32. Rachet with 30. Tippett with 29. Eklund with 21. Perfetti with 19. Nakamura with 14. Madsen with 11. Lambos with 10. Kernack with 8. Where is Seth Jones? Only with 7 points. Beckman, 5 points in 10 games. That's pretty good. Addison still not putting up points. He's not a minus, so I guess that's fine. But let's switch up the lines. So it looked like Rachet has had the most points. So we'll go back to our starting. Perfetti, Rachet, Eklund. Madsen, Nakamura haven't been playing bad on that 3rd line. Beckman gets in there on that 4th line. Seth Jones doesn't have a lot of points, but that's fine. We're winning. The Coyotes are winning too. We're in a pretty good division right now. Yeah. If we were in any other division, we'd be leading. So Coyotes and us are pretty damn good. Predators are pretty good. Avalanche are pretty good. So our division's really good this year. All right. Got to duke it out in the Central. Sim another 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Think. Let's go there. See what that is. We're at 30 right now. Colorado. 4-3 win. There we go. Blues. 3-2 loss. How are the Blues? Dallas. 4-1 win. Dallas again. 4-3 shootout loss. First overtime loss this year. Chicago 5-3 win. Iowa, best lines. 5-1 win against Montreal. 5-3 win against Washington. Iowa, best lines. 7-6 OT win against the Jets. Iowa, best lines. 6-5 OT win. Couple high-scoring games there. Okay, so we're 38-1. Sim one more game. And it's a 4-3 win. All right, we're playing really good right now. Kaprizov, 55 points. All right, we're winning our division now. All right, Coyotes must not have had a good 10 games there. Goals for 3.72, so that went up a little bit. Goals against 2.5, which is good. I'll take that all day. 2.5. Power play went down just a tiny bit, 19.5. Penalty kill, 82.5. Last 10, we were 8-1-1, and the Arizona Coyotes went 2-6-2. So that's why we jumped ahead of them so bad. We're playing good. We're playing real good. Kaprizov, I think we're probably leading the entire league right now. 55 points for Kaprizov. Great start to his season. Irons with 48. Boldy with 41. Perfetti, there we go. Perfetti jumped. He had a good 10 games there. So he has just as many points in 2 less games than Rachet. But now it's Rachet's turn to be on that first line. Tippett with 36. Eklund with 30. Nakamura with 18. Madsen with 17. Lambeau's 12. Who is struggling? Beckman with 9. He's hardly playing. Addison, still only 2 points. This guy with 5. Zaitsev. Shuffle the lines. Keep on going. This seems to be working. Perfetti with a good 10 games there. But he's going to go down to the second. Rachet up to the first. Or he's going all the way to the third, actually. Good job, Perfetti. Now you're on the third line. Oh, I forgot to do the penalty power play again. Shit. So Perfetti had a good 10 games, and he wasn't even on that first unit. Shit. I advanced A. And it's a 3-2 loss. Okay. So that's one game. We got to do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All-Star break. I wonder why they don't have the All-Star game on the calendar. It's kind of weird. Ottawa, 2-1 OT win. 5-1 loss, 3-2 loss. So that's our first back-to-back losses of the season. Pittsburgh, 5-1 win. 4-3 OT win. Carolina, 1-0 shootout win. Wow. Buffalo, 5-1 win. Iowa, best lines. Edmonton, how's Edmonton? Didn't see it, but we won 7-3. Arizona, 5-4 loss. No. 75 points. They have 70. All right, so that's another 10 games. So we played 50 games, 37 wins, 12 losses, 1 OT loss. Goals for, 3.62. Goals against stayed the exact same, 2.5. Love that. Power play went up a hair, 20.5. Penalty kill was above 80 last time, so I think it went down a little bit. 79.5. Last 10, 6-4. So not as good as a stretch there. Kaprizov, 65 points. Irons, 56 points. Boldy, 49. Perfetti, 47. Rachet with 44. Tippett, 43. Eklund, 38. Nakamura, 22. Madsen, 22. They have a big difference in plus-minus, those two. And they're on the same line. Seth Jones hasn't been producing as well as I thought he would. But he doesn't have a bad plus-minus, so that's fine. Kernack and Smithson still with a really good plus-minus. Whatever it is about those two being on the same pair, they just don't get scored on, and then they must be on the line a lot, or they're on the ice a lot with the first line, so that's probably what it is. Addison, hey, he got one more assist. Here we go. Switch the lines again. I think we have, how close are we to the trade deadline? Gotta be pretty close. Yep. Okay, so this will be the last 10 games we sim before the trade deadline. And then next video we will, I guess, decide if we're going to be buyers or sellers. We're going to obviously not be sellers, so we'll see how much we buy. See if we give up our first for a really good third liner or a better defenseman or something to just help this team get over the hump a little bit more, even though we are the best team in the league. All right, Rachet. He's an 87 overall now. Eklund goes the first. Perfetti the second. Rachet to the third. Special teams, power play. Eklund first. Perfetti centering the second. All right, last 10 games of this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're simming. Ooh. Guess we'll just have to sim 9. Because I think if we go up to that date, it's going to throw us right into the trade deadline. So we're not going to. So we'll sim 59 games. 3-2 win against Detroit. 2-1 loss against San Jose. Arizona, big game. 3-2 win. 5-3 win against Nashville. St. Louis, 5-2 win. There we go. Philly, 7-3 win. This is a really good season. 7-4 loss against the Bruins. 3-0 win against Ottawa. So, I believe if we sim this, it'll hop right into the trade deadline. So we're going to wait till next video to do that. We're good. We're very good. We have 88 points. Golden Knights have 86. 83. Blue Jackets. Predators are actually second now, ahead of the Coyotes. Kaprizov having an unbelievable year so far. All right, let's do entire league here. We have the most points with 88 points. Vegas has 86. Blue Jackets 83. And we have a couple games yet to play. So that could even be better. Goals against 3.64, which isn't crazy. I think we must be winning a lot of 1-goal games because we don't that's not like crazy good. It's good, but it's not like up to 4. So 3.64. Goals against 2.53, which is good. Power play is staying around 20. Penalty kills staying around 80. Can't ask for much more than that. Home 21-7-1, away 22-7-1. Last 10 6-3-1. Kaprizov 73 points in 59 games. Irons 63, Boldy 63, Perfetti 58, Tippett 53, Rachet 50, Eklund 45, Nakamura 27, Madsen 25, Smithson with 22. That's pretty good for him. 85 offensive awareness, not great. Puck skills, pretty shitty puck skills actually. Seth Jones only with 17, so not what I was thinking Seth Jones would be at. Obviously I was hoping he would be as good as Morgan Riley was for us at the end of last year, but Morgan Riley had an unbelievable, he was like almost a point per game as a defenseman for like the last 22 games we had him or whatever. Kernak 17, really good plus minus again this year. Lambos with 16 plus minus. Beckman is on that fourth line. Addison only with 4 assists. Wallstead, he's played 49 games, 38 wins, 8 losses, 1 OT loss, 7 shutouts, 921 save percentage, 2.23 goals against. So Wallsted's having a damn good year. He had a pretty good year last year. The year before that wasn't great. But Wallstead having a kind of a career year right now. 2025, 2026, we were really good. Oh, he only played 33. That was the year he got hurt. Yeah. He didn't even play in the playoffs because we rode... Who was that? Who did we ride in the playoffs that year? Fuck, who was that we had as our backup for those years? Why can I not remember? Fuck. All right. We're playing good. We're the best team in the league. For next video, if we were to try get somebody, I think for sure replace Addison. Replace Addison on the third pair with just a little, maybe like an 82 overall right there would help a lot. Our third pair defense don't play very much, so it's not a big deal, but I would like a player that can get more than 4 points in 59 games. So maybe replace Addison so we get a little bit better depth in case we get an injury or something. That would help a lot. And then this third line can be better. Madsen and Nakamura could be better. So maybe we should try to get a winger and a defenseman. Maybe even 2 wingers and a defenseman. Sell out. Might as well, right? Other than that, we're pretty good. Our first line's playing really good. Perfetti will be... Wait, we got to play one more game like that. Fuck. One more game like that, and then we'll change them. And then we will make a decision after that. All right. So, next video, trade deadline. We'll be buyers. We'll be selling our assets. We'll be selling our future assets for current assets. All right? But good start. We're leading the league. We're not going to even look at contracts this year. We're not even going to look at extensions. We will, if we win the cup, we can deal with it then. But if we don't, we're done. So don't even really have to look at those for now. All right? If we lose, we're done. So we might as well sell the farm for now. Sorry it has been a minute with the Billy G series, but, you know, moving plus summer. Shout out you if you're still watching this series. Year 2031. Oh my God, a better save.